Hey all, I'm Jay, and I'm not very good at woodworking, but I'm curious. Today I'm going to be quickly showing some new featherboards and a push stick that I bought from Bow Products. I'm sure everyone has seen featherboards and push sticks before, but I'm interested in these ones to replace a plastic push stick that came with my table saw I was using at an incident with a fast-moving saw blade. Enjoy! Okay, I have a couple sort of accessories for the table saw that I got from Bow Products that I just wanted to go through real quick. This is just going to be a first impressions and sort of unboxing on packaging, I suppose. I got a this is their FP4 Fence Pro featherboard. And the idea is this, you can sort of see it hooks up to some T-tracks on top. And this would be for, I suppose you could use it, yeah, you can use it on your router as well as the table saw. Now let's open this up first. Now right now, I use this vertical featherboard from MagSwish. This is great, works awesome. The only thing I don't love about it is it can come out a little bit far. So if this is the edge of my fence right here, it comes out almost, I don't know, let's say 2 inches or something like that. And I don't necessarily always have room for that once I have the blade guard on and everything like that attached to my my fence. But this is great. The reason why I wanted to start looking at the Bow Products, see a lot of stuff from Craig and the other folks when they're talking featherboards. These are usually plastic. You also see a lot of plastic on push sticks and whatnot, and I don't love that. Plastic just tends to explode into shrapnel if it does get nicked by your spinning saw blade. This shouldn't ever come into contact or be close enough to be hit by the saw blade. But stuff happens in the shop all the time, and I do like using both vertical featherboards and I guess the traditional horizontal featherboards as I'm feeding in. Not only do I feel a little bit safer when it comes to kickback, but it also kind of keeps pieces in place. I find like I don't have to be pushing down or as hard as much when I'm feeding it through the table saw. So I just feel a bit more comfortable with it. Now, instead of plastic, the whole thing that Bow does is they use a very, very firm foam. So if it gets nicked or something like that, first of all, it's not going to explode in your face. And it should, go through the saw blade just fine, and you can continue on using it. It does have a little bit of flex this way, so the whole idea with this, you can imagine it mounted to your fence, and it gets fed through here. It can go this way, but it cannot go back this way. Right? That's kind of the idea. We'll see how it works in practice. But yeah, I mean, these are really, really firm foam, and they should be replaceable. And look at that. That's awesome. So this works both sides. We got some T-bolts there. Little instructions. There's 2 of these. You can sort of put them before and after the blade, which is, as you can see here, not a bad idea. So I'll have to build a jig up for this. Maybe I'll put something on my fence that sort of modifies it and puts a track on top so I can adjust these. We'll see. I like having options because there's sometimes I just don't feel great with the cut. Okay, next product is their FP5, their portable saw featherboard, and this is perfect for my saw because I have a bad saw. But it's made for these smaller kind of job site saws. I suppose it would work on your contractor grade one. But yeah, just kind of slips into the miter slot there, and you can feed it through. Pretty low profile. I do have a featherboard from Craig that I use right now, which is fine. It's just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I wanted to give this a shot from, actually I don't need to open this up. It's basically the same as these. You got a T-track bolt. You have these shims here, or what they call miter bars. So you can fit them into your miter slot. So this is just another good little option. That aside. And finally, sort of have some replacement tips, but replacement tips for this push stick. I like a true noob, I was using the little plastic one that came with my saw until it got caught on the corner of a blade, shattered, went everywhere, scared the hell out of me. And then from that point on, I've been sort of experimenting with some other ones. I know a lot of people like to make some shoe-shaped ones, but they make them out of wood or something like that. The shoe shapes are fine. Sometimes I have a need for an actual stick instead of a shoe. I do like this shoe. This is really cheap, but it has a heel here, so I can grab the end of the board and push it through. Keeps my hands out of the way. It's pretty narrow, so I can push it through. There's also these again, really cheap push blocks. These have a bit of foam on the bottom for gripping more than anything else, although it doesn't grip that well. But if I have a larger piece, I can sort of two-hand it through. But I don't love these. I don't feel great about them. And if one of them does happen to catch, on a saw blade, I'm not entirely sure what that would mean. Probably don't want to be around to find out. But like the other bow products, this is, I mean, I can squeeze it, but barely. If you take a knife to it, though, you can see you can cut it. I'm not claiming it's self-healing, but it still functions. So you can. The idea is this can definitely, if you're ripping something thin or something like that, it can get near the saw blade without it just completely obliterating itself. You can see it has two sides here. It's actually detachable. And I think I saw an image online where people made their own extension handles for this out of, wood or whatever else they wanted to, which is kind of cool. Or you can clip it into theirs. Got a good amount of reach here. It's got a hook so you can push down and forward. And then, this whole thing was like, I don't know, $15, something like that. Really cheap. And then these, replacement pads, also pretty cheap. I'm feeling pretty good about this. So yeah, there we go. We'll have some more videos of this stuff sort of in being used and in process. Hopefully I can cycle out some of my old things, but there you go. There's a quick look at some of the bow products, push sticks and featherboards. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this below, and I'll put the links to all the bow products in the description.